The New Jerusalem. What if its bizarre architectural details aren't a prophecy, but a psychological blueprint? For centuries, people misunderstood it as a physical utopia at the end of the world. But look at its actual structure. A massive, perfectly balanced cube descending out of the sky. That cube is the exact shape of the ancient temple's innermost sanctuary, the Holy of Holies. It means this city isn't a building you enter. It's an internal state where your own mind becomes the temple. Then there are the perimeter walls. How could a city gate be made from a single massive pearl? Think about how a pearl forms. An oyster takes a painful irritant and wraps it in layers of value. Those gates represent your own personal wounds and suffering, successfully transformed into the very thresholds of this new awareness. At the center of this cubic space flows a crystal-clear river. This is the continuous, unmediated flow of present attention, a life force known as umoya, originating directly from the center of your own skull. The blueprint reveals that the sacred doesn't require an ascent into the clouds. It requires a descent into ordinary, present integration. That descending cube is your own awakened mind. Explore the blueprint in the audiobook. You've been told the Garden of Eden is a historical account of original sin, but it's actually a psychological blueprint, mapping the exact moment the human mind fractured. The story starts with a human and a woman in a garden, famously naked and unashamed. This represents pure, unified awareness, a state of being before the mind invented comparison, shame, or self-evaluation. Then comes the serpent. It isn't a literal snake. It's the internal voice of doubt. It plants the quiet illusion of separation, suggesting that you lack something and must reach outside yourself to get it. Consuming the fruit is the exact fracture point. Unified knowing suddenly splits into subject and object. Recognizing their nakedness isn't a physical observation. It's the birth of the waking ego, suddenly capable of judging itself. Finally, they are blocked from returning by a flaming sword. This represents a psychological law. Once consciousness learns duality and self-judgment, it cannot unknow it. You are forced to evolve forward. The story of the fall isn't an ancient event that doomed humanity. So every time you judge yourself, your own mind is reenacting the fracture.